Today was a really bad day. Really bad day. In biology class, we were talking about genetics and attached and unattached earlobes. And I was one of the only kids in the class with attached earlobes, which means it doesn't come up. And then Jacob, you know, he sits behind me. He goes, hey guys, look at Bernice. And he was talking to like 3 of his other friends that sit behind me. And they're like, hey guys, look at Bernice. And I go, Jacob, call me Dax. And you know I go by Dax. And attached earlobes help you hear better anyways. Oh, because he was telling him to look at my attached earlobes. So he kept on doing it, and I just tried to ignore him, and I was just doing my work, and I was just getting really mad. So then, that was, like, he did that, like, 20 minutes into the period, and then the teacher, Miss B, to leave class, because another teacher walked in, and she said, Miss B, can you watch my class? I need to go to her school. So she said yes, and she said to the class, she said, hey class, could you please not talk now? Hey class, could you please not talk now? Because I have to go watch the other class. And, so, yeah. So, the second she leaves class, Jacob, right away, he starts talking to this girl who's sitting next to me, Allison. She sits right next to me, and he says to her, he just starts talking to her. So I turn around, I say, hey Jacob, did you not hear the teacher? She said to be quiet. And he just completely ignored me. And I was already mad. So that was bad enough that he was making fun of my earlobes. Then he just has to ignore me and ignore the teacher. So then, after that, I am boiling hot, mad, furious. And he reaches over, and he starts to tickle the girl Allison. And she's telling him to stop. She told him to stop. And she's like giggling while she tells him to stop. What's the point of telling someone to stop and giggling at the same time? So I guess he didn't get the message. He probably thought that she was laughing. But he probably didn't get the message that she wanted him to stop. And my anger was just reaching up. It was going up and up and up. So then he did it again. And I was about to do something. And she said stop again. And he didn't get the message. He reached over to do it again. And right when he was about to do it, I knew exactly what he was going to do. And I turned around and I swiped him across the face just before he did it. And the whole class just went off like a bomb. They were like, oh! and Jacob he stood up and he was about to fight me. And then the teacher walked in. And the thing is, it's just, still, you're just cursing at me the whole rest of the period, also. The thing is, I still want to be Jacob's friend.